Bonjour, I'm Gonorrhea. This is just a short video of my findings while I've been researching protein sources as I plan my first workout. First off, I live in the People's Republic of Canuckistan, and in our Soviet hinterlands, one of the homegrown grocery stores is called Real Canadian Superstore. Shitty name, shitty logo, shitty tagline. Seriously, can you not design a logo that came out of a 1980s C-level art school dropout? And for God's sakes, that name, Real Canadian? Are you f***ing kidding me? Then again, your parent company is literally named Loblaw. Blah blah blah. It's an okay supermarket, has a shitty website just like its competitors. I shop there cause it's so close to where I live, and it's superior to Walmart when it comes to food quality and selection. The prices are average. And recently, I've started bodybuilding. I'm gonna be so successful, am I right, guys? And as the cheap-ass motherfucker that I am, I was researching for the cheapest protein source I could buy from Real Canadian Superstore, regardless of what form this protein comes in. So, take a guess. Does the cheapest protein source in this supermarket come from chicken breast? Nope, too expensive here. Cottage cheese? Not even close. Protein powder? Maybe. How about tuna? So, let's do some research. First, tuna. Now please note, you have to buy the no-name store brand and you have to buy the one that's called Chunk Light Tuna, not the Flaked Light Tuna. Choose the Chunk Light Tuna. 120 grams of tuna plus 50 grams of water equals 170 grams of total weight inside the can. Let's look at the macronutrients. 60 grams per serving, which contains 60 calories, 0 fat, 0 carbs, and get this, 15 grams of protein. The cost per can? 98 cents. That's like 1 penny in US dollars. The cost per 100 grams? 58 cents. Now I know 50 grams of that 170 gram product is water. So it's more accurate to say it's 82 cents per 100 grams. Let's compare that with the cheapest protein powder I could find. President's Choice Natural Plant Protein Powder. Shitty name, by the way. Which is 900 grams at 23 Canadian pesos, or $2.55 per 100 grams, whereby each 30-gram serving has 25 grams of protein, which means each 100 grams of serving has 83.3 grams of protein. Third, let's compare with a 1 kilogram club pack of no-name store brand of cottage cheese. Almost 6 Canadian pesos for 1 kilogram, which means 55 cents for 100 grams. With 125 grams of serving, that gives 15 grams of protein. Fourth, 700 grams of Sunrise brand traditional tofu. Don't choose a fresh packed tofu. Pick the traditional tofu because it has 7 grams of protein instead of 6 grams per 85 grams serving. And lastly, here's a club pack 2 kilograms of no-name chicken breast. No skin, no bones. So, let's do the comparison, from worst to best, for protein bang for your buck. For skinless, boneless chicken breasts, $1.45 equals 100 grams equals 22.74 grams of protein. Cottage cheese, 55 cents equals 100 grams equals 14 grams of protein. That tofu, 28 friggin' cents equals 100 grams equals 8.23 grams of protein. Canned tuna, 82 cents equals 100 grams equals 25 grams of protein. That protein powder, $2.55 equals 100 grams equals 83.3 grams of protein. Confused? Let's use the $2.55 price for 100 grams of protein powder as a comparison point, and this will become very clear. As I just said, buying $2.55 worth of protein powder gives me 83.3 grams of protein. If I were to buy the same $2.55 for the tuna instead, I would get 77.74 grams of protein. If I were to buy the same $2.55 worth for this tofu, then 74.95 grams of protein. If I were to buy $2.55 worth of this cottage cheese, then 51.93 grams of protein. If I were to buy $2.55 of this chicken breast, I would get 40 grams of protein. The winner here is, of course, the protein powder. We kind of knew that. But this tuna and especially the tofu both came shockingly close to the first place on this list. Considering that both are real foods, unlike the protein powder, that's just amazing. The cottage cheese is a solid 4th place, and also highly recommended. This type of cheese is very flexible, and it is the cheapest kind of cheese in the entire store. But the chicken breasts? Look, I love breasts. I love touching them, licking them, sucking them. But they're way too expensive. Maybe Costco has it better, but I don't shop at Costco. Doesn't make financial sense for me, but maybe it makes sense for you. You know, let's be serious for a sec. It's kind of crazy that store-brand tuna can be this cheap. How do they absorb the cost of the tin cans? Or the fact that it's a meat product and therefore in theory should be more expensive? Or maybe some other reason I'm missing. Feed me. Let me know if you have any feedback on the video. I read all your comments. If you like what you see, subscribe and give me a like so I know. And if you want me to KYS, let me know how in the comments.